teaming up with Isma and pathing up towards that top side of the map as Isma goes through his clear. Grub's the next objective for both these teams. And if Giant X do want to play around them, that's how you would set up doing that. Oscarinin down to about a third HP, gets the bit of proc onto Rooster. Equalizer down, Oscarinin charges over the entirety of it. Flash forward from Rooster. Oscarinin just gets burnt alive.
Yeah, it was nice of Oscarinin to really make full use of that red carpet.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you've laid it down for me. I'll take a walk. Where are the cameras? Where's the paparazzi?
Have you seen that TikTok where it's like the guy runs along with the red carpet and then encourages people that dress well to walk along? Yeah, it was kind of that. It was a nice skin he was wearing. Got the full work through it, but nicely done by Rooster. And this is what I'm talking about. Rooster in good matchups, very good at abusing them. Yeah. Now he's got this early kill, going to be very much accelerated alongside that first strike, and it was nicely done. And just hiding here, Oscarinin steps up, immediately gets burnt down, but it was kind of late on that charge, because it meant you got the full burn across that rumble ult, and then the flash forward with the damage. I mean, little unfortunate.
A lot unfortunate there for Oscarinin, not the charge that you wanted to see him lay down. As Sheo instead now realize they need to protect Rooster a little bit because Rooster no longer has a flash, so the obvious gank path for Giant X is to look up towards that top side. And because of the fact that Rooster was able to get that kill, Sheo feels confident in the fact they can start up these grubs.
So you still have Oscarinin with ult though, if they want to try and contest this. No Rumble ult available, which is why Giant X feeling a little bit more confident.
Sheo, Cyclone onto the backline, Sten looking to knock up with the grand entrance as well. A second Cyclone catches at Jackie's and Jun. Call to the forward block from Oscarinin. Sheo very deep, the rest of the team not here, and a Shockwave will take his life. A little greedy there from Sheo to go as deep as he did.
Yeah, it went a little bit too deep, and especially as you have Oscarinin shifting down with that ultimate still available, very easy to zone away the rest of shifters, and you kind of got to see why they were caught out there. And even though I was like, you know, maybe Jackie's doesn't really have the damage picking up those early Swifties, they still just have enough when Sheo's on his own.
Yeah, Sheo's so isolated from the rest of his team. If Rakan's 6 there or something, you have the quickness to follow up, it's a very different story. But I can also understand from Sheo's point of view, it's like, well, we've got to pull the trigger. Like, we can't allow the Ornn just to walk up to us from the other side. Don't really want to go all in on the Ornn, but lacking the
2 of those orb buttons and hope for the best.
Yeah. Perhaps will be easier around subsequent Drakes, but Shifters have been able to delay that possibility by getting themselves the second Drake of the game, their first. And now we have Triforce complete on Product, Triforce complete on Sheo, Leandri's complete on Rooster. That one-item spike that we talked about really beginning to come to the fore here for Shifters. Product, though, needs to get away from Jackie's, who has the Shockwave. Product has Flash. So he looks for the trade onto Jackie's for now. Shockwave still pulls him back out of the Valkyrie. Nicely done by Giant X to secure the kill.
Yeah, nice job by Jackie's there with the Shockwave. Even managed to sidestep a couple of those missile barrages. I'll give him the credit. And just a nice gang by Giant X, right? Getting some gold back, and especially into an Orianna now, 2-0. Going for the Blackfire Torch. If you can accelerate Jackie's on the Orianna, especially with Isma for the setup, that could, and you can just ignore the AD carry pings for help me, because I'm like, I've got Standing United. I can get down here.
I will be there if you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there. Rooster, be careful. Call Fortune coming out. Jackie's TP'd up for this. Rooster flashes into the way of a train. That's a philosophical dilemma I've never heard about. If you can flash away from a train or flash into the path, do you just kill yourself in game? The answer apparently is yes.
Well, Oscarinin was so nice to go all the way through with his ultimate in the first place, so it's only fair that you return the favor.
It's an exchange. It's the top laner discussions that we always have. It's the gentleman's handshake, yeah. And because of that, Giant X will now be able to get the Rift Hold. So nice to play from Jackie's as well. The TP behind on one of those wards that Jun had just finished placing allows Jackie's to get behind. They'll get some tower plates towards that top side as well. Jackie's very accelerated compared to Nuke at the moment.
Yeah, even with him getting that first circle. So definitely going to be nice for Giant X, and I think again this is where it's all going to be in on, hey, can we get the setup here for Jackie's to actually carry some of these fights?
Oh, TP coming in. I have a celebration in a moment. Jackie's still has Flash. Siphon power out from Nuke, gravity field down as well. Jump with the heal for the extra movement speed. Sheo looking for that Cyclone onto Jackie's. Holds onto it. Jackie's able to walk away. Oh, Sten's still on the flank, but it looks like Shifters have called off the play. Quick though, confetti for Shifters. It's their first turret of Summer Split. Congratulations, well done. So Nuke picks it up in the bot side. Rooster will get the second turret of the game for Shifters as well. And they do still have a slight gold lead, but it's very much been culled from the position it was before.
Yeah, I mean, this is still an incredibly close game, right? Like, the gold lead, pretty negligible. It's a dragon apiece. Probably going to get a bit of a trade setup here as we start to move in towards this dragon in 20 seconds. But you've got Jackies, who is very fed coming into this. Rift out of the back pocket of Giant X, and they're already in river.
Shadow Dash, Shockwave, massive damage coming out from Jackies. And here with the Cyclone Shell, just trying to retreat Cataclysm down onto Nuke as well, who has to flash away. Equalizer put down, Sandy Nider used by Jun to keep Isma alive. This is a fight for the next Drake, and Giant X have won it out. Killing off Stend. It looks like Isma is actually going to reset first. Call of the Forge got out from Oscar winning. They'll go for Rooster and get the knock-up onto Nuke, but it's more a distraction. No one had a ticket to that train.
Yeah, a little preemptive in that one. I don't think it was fully necessary to throw it out for Oscar in, but still, you get the Dragon for Giant X, you get a kill, and that's all you really wanted, an ability to try and play through Jackies, and fair play to Jun and Isma. They found that setup perfectly.
Really nicely done all around by Giant X, and it feels like Shifters on the back foot a little bit more in these fights. We're having another look at the engage.
Yeah, it was a nice setup from Jun. Shadow Dash into the flash. Easy setup there. And with Jackie's then having to follow up, immediately Isma there with the flag and drag. There's very little the Shifters can really do. Isma lucky to kind of get out of that. Oh, hang on.
Jun charmed up with the quickness. Jun trying to walk out, but Sten secures the kill. Paduk, Arcane shifts forward. Flackhead, sorry. Arcane shifts forward. And doesn't hit the Mystic shot. Nice answering play from Shifters. In the end, it is just a singular kill. It's not getting them a neutral objective, not really getting them too much pressure on the map.
Sides want to see them clean up.
See if they do that. Sten dashing across the wall. Sheo looking for Flackhead, who's caught out in the Cyclone. Okay, that was clean from Shifters.
Yeah.
Not too clean from Giant X, we'll say. And Sheo looks for more. Oscar goes unstoppable with the Bellows Breath. Sheo still chasing in. The dash actually stops the Grand Entrance, getting the knock up there onto Isma. Nicely done from Jun to get that taunt down in time.
Yeah, pretty clutch, because it bought the time for Jackies to move from that bottom lane in towards the jungle to cover the play. So Shifters just going to end up backing away. Again, though, I think Giant X kind of trying to do too much on the map. They place the Herald mid while also having the Orianna in the bot lane.
Yeah.
And Shifters rightly collapse onto the mid lane play, so at least get the kill back to answer for some of that pressure. But we'll see it again here, like, no vision at all on that top side, and Flackhead just playing too close to that top end, overextending for the turret, and Cheo does a very good job after that Arcane Shift is burned to just go all in.
I have Oscar in on the chase onto Paduk as well, who flashes over the wall. Isma goes in with the Cataclysm, and there's the combination that we thought might happen. Isma gets another, Sheo forced away, and this will be third Drake to Giant X.
Nicely done by Giant X, taking the fight in a very strong position. Trying to re-enter through those choke points that you were calling, Medic, is so difficult against an Ornn. Just having that little pillar means you get so much control of the zone. And Giant X play around it perfectly.
And all credit to Jun, right? His snap engages onto Stand have been sublime. We saw one around the last Drake, we've now seen another one, and now Rooster overextended, doesn't have the equalizer up. Jun just looking for the Shadow Dash. Rooster does have flash, uses it, and there's the chase down for Giant X. Isma not going to get the final auto attack. Flackhead just died.
Huh?
Was he shopping? I feel like he may have been shopping. It's a Cyclone coming out from Sheo. Flackhead burnt his flash as well. Maybe he Arcane shifted down towards bot side to try and be part of that play, and then just got caught out.
Yeah, I mean, he threw the ultimate, so I assume he kind of just stuck throwing the ultimate, and Shea was like, right, I can try and pick you off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant X can just step out here. Flackhead does take a little bit of a chunk. Rooster not yet level 16, doesn't have that extra damage on the equalizer. Giant X controlling the area well for now. Hex Drake is up.
Yeah, basically Giant X just trying to get the wave, so then Shifters can't use it to try and look for the tier 2 tower. Shifters, though, starting to move into a position where Sten has the potential for a flank, and that's where Giant X a little bit more cautious.
It's just really difficult for Shifters to go in. Sheo goes in with the Cyclone, but immediately taunted up by Jun, and Sheo's just dead where he stands. Like, who is face checking for you as Shifters? It's Sheo, and he can't. He just doesn't have the tankiness.
Yeah, Shifters end up investing all their vision on the top side, so little to try and figure out what Giant X got up to in that river area, and it comes back to bite them.
Yeah.
Had to just face check this tank lineup, and it goes horribly for Shifters. And we'll see it here as this goes on. Then tried to find a flank, the blue ward spots him out, Flackhead marks him, and Sheo just decides to send it as Flackhead separates, but hoping Jackies or someone of value was in the bush, but it was just a tank. There was nothing more. So Giant X, happy to get the pick. They're back over towards the Dragon, and that's Soul for the GX line.
A Hextech Soul there for Giant X. It's only lost one time this year in the LEC if you picked up that Hex Soul. Cloud Soul has a 100% win rate. But
who lost it, though?
I've asked production to check for us. I have asked them to check for us because I couldn't find it out immediately by myself. But now it's so difficult for Shifters to actually establish because we've talked about it a few times, starting off in draft. Giant X have a very solid team fighting composition. If they're ahead, it becomes even stronger. And then secondly, you're playing into Hexal. Like, if you ever step forward and get poked by this Ezreal, lightning bursts across your entire team, everyone gets slowed. It's really hard for you ever to maintain position, especially when the people who are face checking are relatively squishy.
Yeah, I'm also not the biggest fan of Paduk going for the collector on this third item as well. Like, I would have much prefer either opting in towards the Infinity Edge or going towards that last Whisper, because there's such a beefy lineup in front of you. It's new.
You look at the slow, just from the True Shot barrage. Isma trying to chase Paduk. The Shockwave Cataclysm combination flashed away by Paduk. Quickness onto the backline. Giant X beginning to burn on the back as Isma is forced to flash away. Jackie's has the Standing Idol on him. Rooster burning through them. Blackhead's going to flash to the wrong side of the map. And just as we praise Giant X, it all falls apart. Paduk kills Blackhead. Oscar Ridden walks away. Paduk still chasing down towards the bottom side. A teleport out from Jackie's. But what a cluster of a team fight from Giant X.
How the hell did Giant X whiff? That is the easiest setup with this composition. And instead, its Shifters come out with the lead, and they immediately turn towards the Baron.
Well, obviously, they might as well. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for Shifters. Gifted 2 kills. Oscar Ridden doing well, though, to keep Shifters away from the Baron for now. And in the end, Shifters, although they have slowed up the game a little bit, haven't really made massive inroads into the lead compositionally that Giant X have as Sheo's caught. Sundered Skyproc knocked up into the air by Oscar Ridden. Isma gets the kill. And now Giant X will pay some mind to the Baron, Robert. I don't know why I called you Robert there.
I mean, you sound like you're losing your mind as much as I am. This is insane. Why are you resetting there, Sheo? I'm so confused. Like, we had the little piece from last week, the wild ways to die. I feel like this is very poignant as Paduk dodges away from the shock blast.
Yeah, nice Valkyrie away from Paduk. They're Oscar Ridden going in as they look for Nuke. The charm immediately onto Isma. He goes in with the Cataclysm on Standard Nuke, but he's dead. And now Giant X, you're throwing it again! How is this happening? Stan, look at the, oh my god! Oh my god! Okay. Sure, maybe on the third Baron throw, someone will take it.
I think it's a 4v5. It was they had less people.
Credit to Shifters, credit to Paduk. Good dodge on the Shockwave with the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
And then Isma goes deep, but the rest of his team isn't there. Now Shifters have started up the Baron.
Jackie's going to
Shockwave him? Come on, round 3, baby, let's go. Come on, I'm down and dirty, let's get in the mud, let's wrestle, baby. Oscar Ridden comes in with a health shield from the TP. Call of the Forge got down as well. Gravity Well not going to knock him up as Oscar hits the double knock him in the pit. And he kills up Nuke. Yes! This is what we love to see! This is the LEC incarnate! Throw after damn well throw! As Giant X eventually secure the big purple worm!
I don't have a follow-up for that, mate. I'm not gonna, like, what? What am I watching? What is happening? How is... John, do not die! I swear to Christ, I'll lose my mind!
The games without a crowd, they just deliver in a different way, you know?
It was nice from Paduk, like, dodge away, and then Nuke playing up here, but, like, Oscar Ridden misses his own pillar. It's a good charm and a knock-up, but, like, I don't comprehend how, like, everything went wrong for Giant X there. It was impressive that you managed to mess up that hard.
This is only throw number 1 though, Rob. So
and
let's move into number, this is the last one.
This one I was kind of like, oh no, actually Giant X should have this. Like, you've got Shockwave's about to come back up.
Yeah.
It ends up basically hitting no one though, which is the great part. But at least you got a decent engage from Oscar Ridden that actually sets up here. And then,
It felt very desperate from Shifters in a position I don't think they needed to be desperate.
No.
It was like we've thrown the Baron, they've thrown the Baron, now we've won a fight, we should go to the Baron rather than establishing a moment to think about exactly what's happening in the game, which is kind of back to those mid-late game woes for both these teams. And we see it manifest here as Giant X do push in the bot side, get the inhibitor tower and the inhib. Elder up in 40 seconds, they'll want to reset. Shifters might try and keep them around, but likely won't be able to.
maybe the X is for every plan that hasn't worked at Giant X.
No, yeah,
just put it down
we're
as
on plan X now. So we've gone through plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. X stands for excellent.
I thought it was xylophone.
I could never spell that.
I was just thinking they're just hitting different things and seeing what happens, you know, when a kid gets their first one.
Well, okay. Resetting where we are in terms of state of the game. Giant X have the Baron for the next minute.
This is good.
Rooster
I like this.
Has Flash, flashes away from the call of the Forge God. However, Jackie's there for the chain equalizer. Down Shockwave as well, misses because of Sonya's. Rooster's still gonna die, and the rest of Shifters were in the bot side, so they can't answer the pressure coming out from Giant X now, who should be able to take this mid-inhib tower. With Rooster down, that's a lot of gold out of the pockets of Shifters. Giant X might just look for a full-on push. Shale going to be spotted towards the side on the ward. Flacker keeping him at bay. Gravity well down on Oscar Winner, but he doesn't take too much damage. But up trying to clear out the wave.
That's Guardian just taking a little bit of damage. Jackie's did TP into this, so I think Giant X were hoping that would be the end of it. But instead, going to immediately turn over towards the Elder Dragon instead, not quite able to find the success they were hoping for.
I think the TP, as you say, was hopeful for an end, but doesn't matter too much because you're just TPing towards your team anyway with Elder up. It's a little bit of vision here for Shifters that Giant X will want to clear out on their way to the Elder, but they don't clear out the far side alteration until just now. So Shifters know the Elder's been begun. Jackie's is standing on a ward. Shifters will work their way through the bottom side, trying to get towards Jun. Sten, quickness, great Shadow Dash into the Shockwave. Nuke absolutely eviscerated with Cataclysm there for the follow-up. That was nice from Giant X as they find a great engage. Shale trying to Cyclone in the backline, but here comes Rooster, the Stand United. Not going to save him from the burn of the Flame Spitter. Oscar in with a good knock-up. Everyone's coming out as well. The GA on Shale on that backline equalizes down as well as Jun dies. Rooster stands, but he is not able to stand up to the damage that Giant X put down, and with a TP in from Oscar in, it's all she wrote for Shifters in game one.
Very back and forth, but Giant X managing to close it out in the end with a good team fight and a great setup from Jun. The Shockwave that ended Shifters in this game.
Yeah, the combo that came off in the end does manage to secure them game one here. A 36-minute thriller, to say the least. As do we have someone that can help us reset between games? Like, I feel like we need to have a conversation lying on a sofa or something.
You guys take it, we'll meditate. Yeah.
You guys have a sofa. Take a lie down.
Yeah.
Wow, we lost Finn. That's how bad it
died. What? Finn's right.
What?
Finn, do you have any thoughts on how we can reset after a game like that? Like, what is your perspective?
I mean, I have many thoughts. Thought number one, Ornn looks really OP. In these games where everything just degenerates over time, having that constant engage, I think Oscar in, despite being solo killed, still had a way more impact on the game than Rooster had.
That's a good point. Odo, we did see the solo kill. Look, it looked okay, but it felt like we saw throughout the entire game one very